Welcome to this beginner yoga sequence. My name is Leah Antolini Lid, and today we're focusing on the concepts of a vinyasa flow. So we're going to start with some simple movements and trying to marry the breath to the movement. What does that mean? So when we move, we're going to try to really connect our inhales and exhales to each movement that we make. It may be difficult at first, but I assure you that as you go on and practice yoga, this will become second nature to you, just like breathing. So let's get started. To begin, we're going to come to a comfortable seat. We're going to try to sit in easy seat or sukhasana in yoga. It might be a little bit easier if you sit on a pillow. I have a couple pillows here, or a yoga block, or even a thick book. For all you thespians out there, go grab that Shakespeare book and you can sit on that. What that does, it helps to elevate our hips higher than our knees. So when we sit, our knees should be lower than our hip points. So just take a moment to come to a comfortable seat and just relaxing your hands in your lap. Begin by closing your eyes and trying to slow down your breath. So taking a really deep inhale and exhaling all that air out. Great job. Now what we're going to try to do is to add counts to those inhales and exhales. So we're trying to make them the same length with no pauses in between. So we're going to inhale for 4 and exhale for 4. Taking a moment to empty all the air out of your belly. Closing your eyes, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, hold the breath for a brief moment, and then inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4. Great. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Nice job. And just letting your eyes softly open. We're going to move onto all fours into what we refer to as tabletop position in yoga. And we're going to try to continue now with some very simple movements. This is a cat and cow sequence. So in our tabletop, we want to make sure that our pointer finger and our thumbs are creating mirror images of L, of the letter L. Our hands go underneath our shoulders. I pull my belly button up to my spine and my knees are directly under my hips. I'm going to tuck my toes and gently dropping my belly at the same time I'm pulling my chest forward. Exhale, tops of the feet go down to the earth, and I round my spine, tuck my tailbone, drop the crown of my head to the floor. Exhale, and that's your cat. Again, tuck the toes, gently dropping the belly as the chest pulls forward. You should feel a stretch in the front of your body, not cranking or crunching in your lower back. Exhale, round. Beautiful job. Coming back into that cow, tuck the toes, drop the belly, lengthen the chest. Make sure we're not doing this with the neck. Right? Keep a nice long neck. Spiral those biceps out. Exhale, tops of the feet. Rounding the spine. Pull the belly button up toward the spine. Keep the arms straight. Stretch and tuck the toes. Drop the belly. Bring the chest forward, coming into your cow. Exhale, tops of the feet to the earth and rounding your spine. I want you to stay in this cat position and really feel your whole back body lifting up to the ceiling. And from here, you're going to sit back, dropping your heels down to your hips to your heels. Dropping your hips to your heels in what we call extended child's pose. So this is a resting posture in our yoga. We're going to bring one hand on top of the other, and I want you to just drop your forehead to the tops of your hands, taking 3 rounds of breath here. Inhaling, pushing your belly into your thighs. Exhaling out. Take a nice big inhale as your belly goes towards your thighs. Your back is expanding with breath as well. Exhale, release. Nice job. One more time. Nice deep breath here. Inhaling. And exhale. Good. Continuing with a little flow here. So we're going to try a cat and cow flow with a child's pose. So I'm going to come up to my table. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, I round my spine as I press back on my heels into an extended child's pose. Inhale, lifting up, tuck the toes, drop the belly, pull that chest forward. Exhale, tops of the feet to the earth and rounding back. Nice job. Inhaling up to table, tuck the toes, drop the belly. And exhale, rounding and sinking back into a child's pose. We're going to do a little, what we call a lateral stretch, a side stretch of the body. We're going to walk our hands over to the left. I'm going to bring my right hand, place it on top of the left, and press my hips to the right. Feel that stretch in the side body. Nice big inhales and exhales. Coming back to center, let's walk the other direction. We're going to bring the left hand on top of the right. And if you can't do that, just bring the left hand next to the right. But you do want to lift those hips up a couple inches and press them over to the left. Really breathing into your ribs. Breathe into that left side body. And exhale, come back to center. Coming back up to all fours. Knees are underneath the hips. I'm going to tuck my toes. We're going to go ahead and venture into one of the most difficult yoga poses, Adho Mukha Shavasana or downward facing dog. Before that, we're going to do a puppy. I'm going to tuck my toes. I'm going to keep my hips on top of my knees. Walking your hands out as far as you can. Spread the fingers. Find that L and come to your fingertips. Press your fingertips into the earth and try to sink your chest down to the ground. Ears are in between your biceps. Good. And I move my hips. You want to try to keep your hips over your knees and press that chest down to the ground. Don't sink into your shoulder girdle though. Really lift your upper arms and breathe. This is a really deep shoulder stretch. Feel that stretch. And slowly coming up, bringing those hands back underneath. What we're going to do now is we're going to inhale, lift the shins off the ground, hover. From here, exhale, keep those knees really bent as you press your hips up to the sky, heels are lifted, and my ears are in between my biceps. This is a soft knee downward dog. I'm trying to get my tailbone up to the sky. And inhaling, you're going to come back to table. And exhale, we're going to relax ourselves back into that child's pose. Let's try those 3 postures together. So we're going from child's pose to table to downward dog. Here we go. Let me move this block. And we're going to go inhale up to table. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward dog with soft knees. Goal is to get that tailbone up towards the ceiling. Inhale, floating back to table. Your feet are hip distance apart. Exhale, release the tops of the feet, sinking in extended child's pose. Again, inhaling up to table. Exhale, downward dog. Feel as if you're moving in water. Inhale, float right back to table. And exhale, downward dog. Last time, guys. Inhaling up. Exhale, tuck your toes. We're going to try to hold that downward dog. Do what you can. If you have to come out of it at any time, please do so. I'm just going to walk a little forward on the mat. So your knees are both bent. Now I want you to try to straighten the right leg. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, straighten the left, bend the right. Again, inhale, straighten the right, bend the left. Exhale, straighten the left, bend the right. So I don't know if you can notice, I'm actually turning my head to look in the direction under my arm of the leg that's straight. And you can add that if you want as well. It feels really yummy for my spine. It might not feel yummy for yours. Woo, but I am stiff, people. And coming back, settling those heels down to the earth. So this is the full expression of downward dog. My legs are straight, my heels are reaching, my belly button is pulled into my spine, my biceps are rotating out. And breathe. Coming forward into table. We're going to stay here. Now I'm going to allow my hips to be in front of my knees about 6 inches, and I'm going to try with control to lower my chest in between my hands. And this is called 8-point pose. So I'm going to lower down, and my chin, my chest are in contact with the earth, as well as my hands and my knees and my feet. Release the tops of your feet and pull that chest forward like you're a little dog going through a fence. That's it. And now we're in what's called Cobra. I'm going to lower my nose down to the ground, bring my toes closer together, roll my pinky toes out. So I'm relaxing in my glutes. Bring your hands back so that your fingertips are underneath your shoulder or even a little further back. My thumbs are actually in line with my nipples. Bring your nose back down to the earth. Inhale, lift up, squeezing the elbows toward the rib cage. Press the pubic bone down. Exhale, lower the nose to the earth. Keep rolling those pinky toes out. Inhale, lift. Engage in the core. Make sure that you're not cranking into your lower back. We're strengthening the lower back right now. Exhale down. Last time, we're going to lift up. And on our exhale, keep pressing up and back into your child's pose. Beautiful job, guys. And breathing. And slowly come up. We're going to sit on our heels if you can. And I'm actually going to tuck my toes for the next flow. So we're working on our feet. Our feet are very important in yoga. They're the foundation of all your standing postures, right? So I'm going to rock from side to side on my feet. My toes are tucked. I'm really sitting up nice and tall. And I'm going to inhale, come into a tabletop. Maybe even let myself come into a little cow. Exhale, tuck my toes, and bring my hands back to my thighs, lift my chest up. Inhale, coming into a table. Exhale, tuck the toes. Let's stretch those feet a little bit more. Woo, right? And last time, inhaling into table. And exhale, tuck the toes and let my hands rest on my thighs. So I'm just rocking from side to side here, really trying to massage out my feet. If your feet are tight like mine, if you're wearing your Uggs too much, this might be very painful. So it's a good way to stretch the toes. Nice. I'm going to face you now. I'm going to untuck those toes and sit on my heels and relax. Wow, that feels really good after sitting on my toes. And we're going to go ahead and scoot over to our bottom, and we're going to stretch out our legs and shake our legs out. Woo, really good. Now I'm going to try to bend my knees in and bring the soles of my feet together. This is Baddha Konasana. Trying to remove the flesh from my seat, grabbing onto my heels, my ankles or my heels. You can grab onto your heels as well. I'm grabbing onto my ankles. Inhale, lifting my chest. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, squeezing my knees together. Inhaling, open. Exhale, fold forward. Pull the belly button in. Inhale, rolling up. And exhale, knees together. Inhale, open, lift that chest. Exhale, fold forward and stay. So in our Baddha Konasana, we want to try to fold forward with a flat back. So I'm going to pull my elbows toward my thighs, press into my thighs, and hinge from my hips. So in each inhale, I'm going to go for tinier movements in the body. I want you to really feel the sensation of your spine extending out the top of your head. Inhale, extend. Exhale, maybe you can go a little bit deeper with a flat back. Chin relaxed in toward the chest. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Relax your shoulders. Exhale, fall deeper. Beautiful job, guys. Inhale, extend. And exhale, fall deeper. And just closing your eyes here in this stretch for a brief moment. Pull the belly button in, roll up one vertebra at a time. So it's like you're stacking a little string of pearls up to the ceiling. And bending your knees in. Scoot yourself forward on your mat. We're going to roll down to our backs. So all the way down to your back. And once you're down there, just stretching your arms up over your head. And breathing and taking a moment to hug both knees. My dogs have joined me, guys. We're rocking from side to side. We're going to finish out on our backs. So I want you to just let yourself bend your knees. We're going to do a little flow of bridge pose, which is an inversion, a very simple inversion. Our arms are going to be down at our side. We're going to start by just moving the arms with our breath. Look straight up to the ceiling. We don't want to move our head side to side in this position, and your heels are a hand's distance away from your bottom. So I measure by being able to just tap, tap, tap the back of my heels with my hands. Inhale, reach those arms up over your head. Exhale, bring them back down by your side. Press the small of the back into the ground. Inhale, lifting those arms up over your head. Your lower back will arch slightly. Feel that stretch. Exhale, press them down. Now we're going to add the hips. So I'm going to keep focusing straight up at the ceiling, pressing my feet into the ground. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, rolling back down. Hey, Pippin. Inhale, lift those arms up, press the hips up. And exhale, roll it down. Let's try keeping our hands down and just lifting those hips up. Keep breathing. Maybe you can turn your palms up towards the sky, lifting up. Press into the feet. Keep the hips and knees in line. Don't let the knees open here. And breathe. Make sure that your chin is shining up to the sky so that there's space between your neck and the earth. Take a nice big inhale, lift higher. Exhale, roll it down. And we're going to take a nice big inhale. Exhale, hug the knees in. Make yourself into a little ball. Inhale, extend your arms and legs back out. Exhale, squeezing yourself into a little ball. Beautiful job. Maybe you can reach and keep your arms and legs off the ground, engaging in your core a little bit. Exhale, rounding in. And one more time, extending out. And on your exhale, let everything come down to the earth. Arms down by your side. Shavasana, corpse pose. Very important posture in yoga to let your body absorb everything that you did. We're going to bring one hand to our heart and one hand to our belly. And just following the rhythm of your breath, we're going to start counting backwards from 10, following our inhales and exhales. And on your next inhale, inhaling in nice and big, 10. Inhaling 7. Inhaling 6. Exhale 5. Inhaling 4. Exhale 3. Inhaling in 2. Exhale 1. Letting your arms come down by your side, gently rolling your head from side to side. Take a moment to bend one knee and then the other up, and hugging them into your chest, bringing your hands to your kneecaps, just rocking from side to side, maybe making some circles here. And when you're ready, roll over to your right side, bringing your left hand in front of your chest. Lazily and gently press yourself up to a cross-legged seated position. We're going to bring our palms together in Anjali Mudra. You're going to bow your head to your heart. And I want you to just think of something today that you are grateful for. Something simple. It could be a cup of coffee that you're going to have after this practice, spending time with someone you care about, whether it's virtual or in person, just something that you're grateful for today. Letting that positive thought bring you peace and happiness and joy. Have a wonderful day, guys. I hope this simple practice makes you feel a little bit more grounded and alive and connected to your breath. Namaste.